It's tough enough coping with cancer at the best of times, checking symptoms, getting diagnosed, starting a treatment plan. But the pandemic has impacted every step of the patient journey, says Dr. Lydia Makaroff of Fight Bladder Cancer, leaving patients with uncertainty, delays and possibly reduced chances of survival.
So there's going to be a huge impact on the outcomes for patients because of COVID-19. We're seeing delayed diagnosis, we're seeing potentially delayed treatment, and all of this could mean that more people are presenting with advanced cancers, which has worse outcomes. So we really need to concentrate on cancer care in 2021 and onwards.
Concentrating on cancer care during and after this pandemic is what the team at Astellas Pharma Europe say they're focusing on, having moved in recent years to a more patient-centred approach in order to produce better outcomes and optimal management of the patient experience.
It makes a real fundamental change in focus. So to date, the focus has been meeting the needs of regulators to achieve efficacy endpoints and safety endpoints. But now we recognise that healthcare bodies, reimbursement bodies and patients themselves and clinicians are looking for meaningful clinical benefit. And to that end, we need to be able to build in metrics, measures which capture the patient quality of life, for example, or what we refer to as patient-reported outcomes.
One way of capturing the patient experience was a paper from the Let's Talk Prostate Cancer campaign, funded and organised by Astellas, which found that COVID-19 disproportionately affects the same demographic as prostate cancer, older men, especially from a black and ethnic minority background. A survey from the European Cancer Patient Coalition, whose president is a prostate cancer patient, had its own worrying findings.
15% of the people completed the survey indicate that surgery treatment was either temporarily postponed due to the situation of COVID, and 1/4 were notified that their appointments have been cancelled. Well, the other figure that is important is that was worrying is the 40% indicated that early screening programs were either postponed or cancelled during COVID, and I think this will have an impact in the future in respect of advanced cancer treatment if those early diagnoses have been missed.
The support of the pharmaceutical industry for increased patient engagement can drive positive change in terms of patient education and the more holistic development of treatments and support programmes. Despite social distancing rules, anyone with suspicious symptoms should seek help from their doctor, according to patient advocacy groups.
There's a lot we can learn from the pandemic. We've seen an amazing amount of collaboration by scientists. Science has no borders. We've seen regulators speaking to each other. We've seen healthcare professionals and healthcare bodies coming together and tackling the disease. We've developed a vaccine in a tenth of the time, but there's a lot of cancer patients that are neglected. There's a call to action. We need the same amount of commitment, the same amount of energy, collaboration, coming together to address the needs of this neglected cancer community.
Patients, clinicians and industry alike will want the legacy of the pandemic to be found not in the hidden backlog of cases, but in better ways of working, greater collaboration and a new determination to prioritise cancer care.